I do not enjoy being a stay-at-home mom. It's not my ministry, it's not my calling, it's not something that feels good in my body. And it's not like I don't love my kids. I mean, I love my children dearly, but I also really love myself. How do you balance your life? How do you balance motherhood? How do you balance? I don't. There's no such thing as balance for me right now. I cannot balance my life. There is no balancing. I have every intention of being the best wife, best mother, best businesswoman I can possibly be, make the most out of my life, live a life where I will be proud of. But I think what I'm learning in this season is that in order to succeed somewhere, you're going to fail somewhere sometimes. Raising children is not going to fulfill me. I need to do more than just that. Is that bad? I don't know. You know that scene from Sex and the City 2 where Miranda and Charlotte are talking on the bar and Miranda says to Charlotte, sometimes I feel like motherhood isn't enough. Hands up if you've entered motherhood and you kind of feel that. Let's talk about it. Hi friends, so today is just me and I feel like I'm in a season in my life where I think I always start all the episodes with I'm in a season, but I am in a season in my life where so much is happening for me and with me career-wise. You know, I'm running businesses, the Mom Fund is coming, I'm running this podcast. You know, I have the Swaddle app, which I'm doing. I have my agency, which I run with my clients, and there's just so much happening all the time. I've also added more to my plate that I will not be discussing because you're all going to think I'm crazy if I tell you. But I think I'm at a place in my life where I'm actively building the life I want for myself. Like I'm actively building my dream. Hopefully by the time I'm 40 to 45, you know, that version of me will be thankful for all the work I'm putting in now. But it comes at a cost. And the cost really feels like it's my family, it's my kids, it's motherhood. I don't feel as present. Once upon a time, I was a full-time 100% stay-at-home mom. All I did was take care of the kids. I knew of their every little move. I knew everything that had to do with them. I was very, very present, very into their everyday. But now, I'm lucky to catch the highlights. Like, tell me about the highlights of your day. What was going on there? And in this same period, I've had to change nannies 4 times. And so I'm really having to rely on my family, my community like never before. And it just feels like failure sometimes where I'm unable to be, you know, my husband's work carries him out of the country a lot. So be a supportive wife, be a good mother to your children, run your businesses. I can't do it all. Let me not say you can't have it all. I can't have it all at the same time. Like, I have every intention of being the best wife, best mother, best businesswoman I can possibly be, make the most out of my life, live a life where I will be proud of. But I think what I'm learning in this season is that in order to succeed somewhere, you're going to fail somewhere sometimes. And as moms, that ugly word, I feel like there's a word that people always throw around moms, and it's balance. And balance to me feels like a dirty word now. There's no such thing as balance for me right now. I cannot balance my life. There's no balancing. There's no balancing this thing. There are days where I feel like, okay, I've spent the whole afternoon with the kids. I spent the whole afternoon. Maybe I might do like a nice play day. Maybe I might go take them to Ibi's house. Ibi will do something fun because Ibi is that mom, right? She'll do like a fun day for the kids, right? By the time I'm done with the day, I get home, I might find out that I've missed a meeting, or I might find out that there's just always shortfall somewhere, or I've had a full productive day where I've made myself so proud work-wise. Come to find out the kids have one kind of big day or big sale in school, and I need to take something to school that requires 24 hours prior notice, and I'm calling friends in, please, who can help me bake, who can send me cake, who can, like, there's always gonna be something, bro. And I feel like I'm learning in this season that I actually have no interest in balancing. How do you balance your life? How do you balance motherhood? How do you balance? I don't. some days I feel like I'm failing everywhere. Some days it feels so heavy and I'm just like, I just want to crawl into a hole and sleep and not be disturbed by anyone. Do you know, like, recently, especially when I get home from a very busy day, I enter my room and I lock the door for like 2 hours. I don't know if this is going to piss some people off. I don't think I even care anymore. I just do what I have to do to survive these days. And it's not like I don't love my kids. I mean, I hope that tracks. I love my children dearly, but I also really love myself. And I also really, really want to build the life of my dreams. And I also don't want to resent my children. I don't want to ever look at my life and be like, oh, had it not been for kids, I would have been, or I would have done. I don't want to put that on them. And the thing about children is, thankfully, you know, I have a good partner that shows up and is very present. But like, his work takes him far and wide sometimes. So not all the time, but there are pockets of times, like right now, where I'm, you know, at home and I'm having to navigate the kids' routine, my schedule, all the 101 meetings that I have to be in, all the 101 decisions I have to make. And I can't lie to you, I just, sometimes it just feels you know that scene from Insecure where she throws the baby in the bin? I'm like, nope, I have to do this right now. Between your painting that you want us to do right now and this meeting, I'm going to pick this meeting. Like, sometimes that's actually what my life looks like, and it's not beautiful. It's probably what's getting Emma Grede in trouble right now, because a lot of things she's saying are pissing people off, and I just feel like there's no prize at the end of the day for how you mother, how you live. Like, just do your bloody best, man. For me now, with everything that I've gone and done to myself, because nobody sent me, I'm the one that sent myself, so I have nobody else to blame but myself. I really want to also free myself from the pressure of trying to be mom of the year. I cannot be that, not in this season at least. I think when I gave up a career in oil and gas to be a stay-at-home mom, I was mom of the year that year. Wow, Faye is really doing, whoa. She gave up her career to stay at home. I did that. I left my money on the table. I sat at home with children for years. I was pregnant with my son when I left my oil and gas job, so he's going to be 4 this year. I think I've tried. I think it's time to get back to me. I put you guys in school. You guys are in school now. Everybody's walking and talking. Everybody has their ABCs and 1, 2, 3 somewhere in their mouth. Like, do you understand? Like, the basics are there. Now I'm going to pour back into myself in a big way. And I don't think as moms, it should be something that we actually think about more than once or twice. Like, especially if you're ambitious. Like, I really want a big life. Like, I don't know if you guys know Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. There's this monologue where she talks about what she wants for herself, and every time I watch that monologue, I cry, because that's what I want. I want that for myself. I don't want to wake up at 50 and wonder what I spent my life doing. Like, I really, that's my version of a nightmare. Like, to wake up at 50 and not be able to hop on a plane and just do whatever I want, whenever I want, buy whatever, afford my life. I want to afford my life times 10. Like, I want to be able to live well. Like, I don't want to be dependent on anyone. And it's not a pride thing, it's just a comfort thing. I was also raised by a woman who thinks this way, so I know what that looks like, and I want it for myself. I've also seen what happens when that doesn't happen for a person, and I don't want that for myself. So there are going to be years, and I mean it, years, where I'm not mom of the year. There's going to be a time where my kids will get 3 hours a day from me. Like, you know, when Emma Grede said she's a 3-hour mom, and everybody, I felt it, man, because and it's not neglectful, quality over quantity, because I've done the 24 hours with a child, and all we've done is just, be couch potatoes and do nothing. Right now, I'm trying to actively find like core memories. Like, what can we do that you will never forget? I have memories with my mom like that, where we were getting ready for a party together, or when my dad and I went on a date. I remember one time my dad and I went to Ocean View restaurant. It was one time in my life, but I'm 34 and I still remember, because that's quality over quantity. Like, those things matter. My dad told me I was right back. Like, there are all these memories I have when my parents take me to swim, and core memories. I don't remember a full day with my parents because both of them worked. This was 90. My mom was a banker. My dad worked in, I don't even know, he was an entrepreneur. Yeah, my dad was an entrepreneur. And they didn't have time to be all up in our faces all the time. And I think my brothers and I turned out okay. Granted, it was a different time. There was no social media. But I also want to try and put my grind. I want to grind before my children are teenagers, man. I want to put the work in, so that by the time they are teenagers, I can return and be like, how far? And maybe go back into more 24-hour surveillance then. But I also have a feeling that that's not how it works. But yeah, all of this is not to say that I wouldn't show up for my kids, or I wouldn't be there, or I wouldn't do all the things. And, like, my daughter and I have been having really beautiful conversations lately about, what her interests are and what she likes. And it's been nice getting to know her, as because I think she's 6 going on 13, really. She really does feel more grown up to me than this Easter break that just finished. We spent a lot of time just answering her very deep questions. And I'm like, this is it. Like, let's do more of this. Not the baby. I also want you to get this version of me that you can have deep, meaningful conversations with, whether if it's the philosophies of Gabby Cat or K-pop, I don't know, whatever. Let's deep dive into those things. Like, I don't want moms to feel guilty about wanting things for themselves. As long as you can guarantee the safety and security of your children, and you have a good village around you, a mom should always be able to, like, I think it's fair, like, at least don't be the stumbling block before yourself, trying to stop yourself from doing the things that make you happy, bring you joy, light your heart on fire. Because the thing about it is, I would hate to resent my kids. I don't want to resent anybody. My husband, my children, I don't want to resent anybody. I think I've done the 24-hour surveillance mom season of my life. I've done that. Now I really want to see what on earth God puts on the inside of me. There's so much in my head that I want to do with my life. And I just really, I want to make sure that, the parable of the talents? I want to go back to God and be like, see what I did with everything you gave me, bro. Everything you gave me, from the left to the right, as far as this is from the west, this is what I used it to do, bro. I beg. I want to die empty. And sometimes that can feel like you're doing all the wrong things. Sometimes it feels very heavy. I think in this season of my life does feel very heavy, because I'm doing too much. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm sick of me. Like, it's too much. Sometimes I want to, but it's also like I'm a kid in a candy store, because I've released myself and I'm like, yes. But I'm having to cut down on things as well. I'm having to edit and be like, that doesn't make sense. Believe it or not, I was about to launch another business this year, obviously, to the glory of God and shame. But I had a tete-a-tete to myself one, and then thank God for good friends. Everyone was like, you are insane. One of my friends said, if I see you post on Instagram about a new business, I will actually flog you. So I think all of this also stems from the years where I sat still and did nothing, and I did not like how it felt. I didn't like how it felt to sit at home. It's a privilege. I'm thankful to God for the opportunity, but I do not enjoy being a stay-at-home mom. It's not my ministry. It's not my calling. It's not something that feels good in my body, to be at home with children and just, I want mom called. Like, that's all you can ask me. The children, how are the children, how are the children, how are the ask me about, like, there was a season of my life where whenever I would leave the house, the only thing I had to talk about were my kids. Because that's all I did. That's all I did was stay at home with my children. I'm thankful to God for the opportunity to have done that, but I did not like that for myself. I didn't like that for myself. All the things I'm saying, somebody's going to judge me for it, and I honestly, I've already judged myself. I don't think I care like that about your opinion. There is something I want out of life, and I just don't believe that motherhood can stop me from getting it. I don't think that's how this is, or that's how my motherhood is set up. Motherhood is a motivator. In fact, motherhood is the motivator. I want my children to see me and be the same way I am looking at my mother and her achievements, and I'm like, that's my girl. Look, shout out to you. Like, I want my kids to look at me the way I look at my mom. I want that for them, because in so many ways I am because my mother did. Because I look at her with such pride, that's why I'm able to do the same for myself. I don't know if this is Christian. I don't know if it's right. I don't even know if it's selfish. I don't know if I'm a bad person. I just feel like I come into conversations with too many people, and we're always talking about this insane mom guilt. But the opportunity cost of this, of feeding into this mom guilt, is that I will now achieve my own destiny. How do we marry both? Like, how do I give myself everything, give my children everything, give my husband everything, give? So, like, how? I don't believe in that. So if there's 10 phase, so there are days I'll give myself 8 of myself, give 2, 1 to my husband, 1 to my child. There are days where I'll now give that same 2 to myself, give 4 to my child and my husband. There are days where I might give 9 to my children, 1 for myself, none for my husband. There are days where, like, it's all. So is there such thing as balance in motherhood, in work, in career? My answer is no. You will fail in one area and pass in one. Like, it will always be oscillating. There will always be, some days I'm up here and I'm down here. It's like that line from Devil Wears Prada where he says, let me know when your life goes up in smoke. That means you're up for a promotion. Like, you can't have it all. Sometimes something is gonna give. God forbid my life will not go up in smoke, but you know what I mean? Like, all of this is not to say that it's okay. I'm just saying, get comfortable with the idea of being uncomfortable. Like, get comfortable with the idea of disappointing somebody for your own success. Get comfortable with the idea that it won't look as, you can't have it all at the same time. It can work out in the long run where it will all work out, but there will be days where, especially in the years, I think I'm also very aware of the fact that I'm in my building season. When I look at my parents' lives, and my brothers and I were talking about this recently, which is so beautiful. There was a season in my parents' life where they were actively building. We were young. We could see them hustle. That's what my mom would do, interior design, while she's doing her banking. Then she'll do oil and gas law, and then she'll do, like, they were doing things all over the place. My dad too was trying many things, hustling. There's gonna be a time where it's going to look like you're a bit all over the place. Inside that chaos, I believe, is where you will find the common thread that will now drive you through to the end. I'm in a discovery phase. I know it looks like I'm putting lots of pots on the fire. I'm on a deep discovery phase. Like, I'm trying to find my pocket. I'm trying to find the thing. I'm trying my hand on many things. It might be the most ADHD way. I don't think it's everybody's way. Please, I don't recommend this thing I'm doing, where you're just serially doing things. But I know that at some point, certain things might die down, but I will find that nice, sweet place where I found my pocket, and I'll just keep pushing that until the end. And yeah, until that day comes, God will just have to hold my hand through it all. Like, as long as I have God, I guess I'll be fine. But I think I just had to give myself the permission to say these things out loud, because I have been feeling like a terrible mother. I have been feeling neglectful, and I don't think that that's fair. I was talking to my husband, and he said, you're not being fair on yourself. I'm not being fair on myself. I'm doing my best. These things come with seasons. There's a season for get up and go. And this applies to dads too. There's a season where a father is going to be less available because he's trying to provide for the family. There's a season. Make sure you steward that season well so that it doesn't last forever. That's the goal. It cannot be a forever season. Let it be what it needs to be in that moment so that you can come back home. There's no time I call my dad that he doesn't pick up my calls. Once upon a time, he was too busy. My kids will look for their daddy at home. They might not see him because he's in Amsterdam or he's in Venice. One day he'll be at home with them all the time. It's times and seasons. There was a time when my mom used to go for work trips and she even lived in another state. She lived in Abuja. My mom moved to Abuja for work when we were quite young. We had to go into boarding school. Times and seasons. And so I think I just had to say this to myself first and to anybody who needs to listen. Times and seasons. You can have it all, but not at the same time. There will be a time where your life looks like shit and nothing is working out as it should, and how you envisioned life isn't how it is. It doesn't mean that it's not bad. Just know the season you're in and just know that no condition is permanent. I'm trying my best to make sure that when I'm home with the kids, I give them the best of me. I give them quality time. Even if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10. No, not 2 minutes. Maybe if it's 1 hour, 5 hours. Whatever time I'm able to give the children in the day, I try to make it as productive as possible. And I think that's all we can do, really. I have some dilemmas here that I was going to read. I love my child deeply, but I don't feel fulfilled by motherhood. Is something wrong with me? I think if you ever feel like you're in a situation where you don't feel fulfilled by motherhood, that to me is an indicator that you are made for more than just motherhood. I think there's so many different types of women and mothers that exist. There are some people that feel deep satisfaction and fulfillment from just raising and nurturing children. More power to those women. I'm not one of them. There are some people that actually don't want children at all. More power to those women. I'm not one of them either. But the kind of woman that I am is, I love the fact that I have kids. I always wanted children, but I'm greedy. I want it all. Like, because I know it's impossible, I've now released myself from the pressure of trying to create that false reality that, it can be. Some days I'm going to mess up, and that's okay. So to the people that feel like motherhood isn't enough, say it out loud to yourself. Like, it's not a dirty word. I want more than just this. Like, I want more than just this. Like, if it's not enough for you, it's not enough for you. Like, is that so bad to say? Is it so hard to say? Raising children is not going to fulfill me. I need to do more than just that. Is that bad? I don't know. But it's your truth. And if you don't see that to the end, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And you end up very miserable. I don't want to be miserable. I see that there comes a time in your life where the time to act is now. I'm very well aware of the fact that at 34, I have to act now. 34, 2 children, now is the time. There is no, I'm not early, I'm not late, now. Get up and go now. If I don't make hay while the sun is shining on me right now, what am I going to say to myself at 50? You know? Let's look at another scenario. I worked so hard for my career, and now I feel like I've lost myself in being mom. I think these types of questions, if you find yourself ever in a situation where because there are people who feel like they feel complete in motherhood. There's some people that from the beginning to the end of giving birth, like, this is all they want to do. It's important to identify whether you're one of those girls or not. Like, I know I'm not. And so once you know that, you can actually start to create a situation where you structure your life in a way that the home front is safe, it's secure. I've created a safe, secure, nurturing environment for my children. I've hired people that I trust around the children, or I've put parameters in place to ensure the safety and security of my children. I have family members that I can lean on. I have friends and structures. Then you go and start to figure out what you want to do with your life. that has to be the way. I think this is the only way I know how to be, you know? I miss my old life, the freedom, the quiet, and the spontaneity. Girl, me too. Everyone says enjoy the moment, but I'm overwhelmed most of the time. I'm overwhelmed all the time. Whenever I find myself around my kids, which is why I love now that my daughter and I are able to have conversations, because I can't do the mommy watch me, I'm jumping, I'm dancing. I'm not an activities girly, but I have friends who are activities girly. So I gather my children with my friends who have planned activities and let that person do that. But the minute these kids start having deep life conversations, I know everybody knows that Faye is ready for them. I'm going to catch you all in front. The minute everyone starts to have what is life, what's the meaning of life, why shouldn't I don't know what to do, the deep meaningful conversations, I'm ready for you people. And I hope all my friends know that I'm waiting to be that mommy to their kids. Like, we won't talk about anything deep, let's go, I'm happy to do that. But you see this upbeats, fun view, all these bright spots, I can't. I'm not your girl. I'm not. It's important to know what you bring to the table and what you don't have to give. I'm constantly overwhelmed. Right now, my kids are 6 and 3. Everything they want to do. The way my daughter and I now, do you know what we do? I take her for girly dates. I take her to the terrace. We actually love the terrace. We go for tacos and like a pink drink. There's this pink drink from terrace that she likes. And we have a date and we talk like two girls. Granted, she's young, but like I'm hoping that with age she will grow up and this can develop into even more fun things. Hopefully in the future, a girls trip. Like that's what I want. I'm trying to create a situation where my kids and I are guys, like we're friends. Like I will always be mother, but this at this stage, it's overwhelming and it's okay. I don't think being overwhelmed by your kids is a bad thing. It's true, it's honest. I'm not, like my friend and I were talking about this and she was like, do you enjoy playing with your kids? I was like, damn. When you say it like that, the real answer is I don't enjoy playing as a concept. I'm not a playful person. Like I don't like playing game. Like no. But I know that they will enjoy me in the future because we'll talk, like we'll see, like it's tricky because you don't want to be like, I don't enjoy my kids coming. It's not like I just don't like kiddie activities. I actually don't enjoy it. I don't like, you know, being in their toy space and seeing all the mess. I just want to clean up. Every time I'm in my kids' room, I just want to clean up, and it's like, this is not the vibe. They want to make more of a mess, and so my brain is going on over. I'm overstimulated, and I'm like, let me just go. You guys enjoy this mess. I come back in an hour, I'm like, yeah, pack it up. I don't want to be a party pooper. Enjoy your mess. Your children is supposed to be like this. I can't thrive in this, so can I go? You know, but I'm trying to find the little things we can do. But yeah, I am constantly overwhelmed. Anyways, I don't know if any of what I'm saying is helpful or is triggering. Regardless of what it is, I just think that motherhood is not a monolith. It's not one thing. There is no one way to mother. Do whatever works for you. I'm going to do what works for me. What works for me doesn't necessarily have to work with you or for you. I think that there's room enough in the sky for you to find your own patterns, your own structure, your own system. Figure it out for yourself. But as for me, I would like to be rich in this life. And so I am going to do the work. And that work might take me away in a way that, you know, some might frown out, and to those I say sorry for your frown. I really don't want to say that because I had kids I couldn't do that, I couldn't do this, I couldn't become all the things I want for myself because I had children. I don't think children are a deterrent for ambition and success. I think that in many ways, they are the reason why I get up and go, because I want them to see that success is possible for themselves. And I want them to have the stories, same way I have my stories of my parents grinding. Have your stories. Let me also give you the example. I always tell my daughter, if you ask her, we come from a family of hard workers. We don't play. You see your father doing his thing. You see me trying my best. Like, why not? And so therefore, you too. Hard work is family culture. Is our family culture here. If you're going to be lazy and not do your homework, you're going to chop. They're going to chop slap. Yeah, I said it. You're going to chop slap because who do you want to be like? Laziness is not going to get you anywhere, bro. Do your work. And so I hope that resonates with someone, and yeah, I hope that is at least free someone of feeling guilty for wanting more than just motherhood. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting more than that. Motherhood is a gift, and I am so grateful to God for the opportunity to mother children. But I also think God gave me many, 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 many talents, and if I don't try my best to follow through on the things God has sent me to do, then I'll have nobody but myself to blame. And I don't even think God will even hear that motherhood was my excuse. Okay, and so with this, my anchor scripture is really one of times and seasons, and it's Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. There's a time for everything. There's a time for everything. So there's a time for me to, there was a time for me to be one with the babies. I did that, and I did it well. I did it very well. I thank God when Kojo was born, 6 months after she was born, we entered lockdown. I did 2 years at home with her. When Kishi was born, I quit my job. I did 2 years at home with him. Now that everybody is grown, Kojo is 6, Kishi's 3, I'm on road hustling like a crazy person. Because there's a time for everything under the sun. I feel like I've served my time to be that mommy. Now I really want to grind, and I don't want to feel bad about it. Another scripture is Proverbs 31:16. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. Like, the Proverbs 31 woman is not, she wasn't at home. She was working, man. This woman was busy. Like, yeah. I think with that, I'm going to conclude. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of the Motherwell podcast. My name is Faye. I've been your host. We are at the Luxury Collection. Thank you so much to the Luxury Collection for giving us this beautiful space located at number 5 Sandwich Farm. Please come and check them out. The Mom Fund is happening on the 15th of May. If it hasn't already happened, I don't know if it will have happened by the time this airs. If it has happened, thank you for coming. And if it hasn't happened, go and get your tickets. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care and God bless. Bye, everyone.